Welcome to Coin Explorer, the place where even the smallest pieces of change can reveal stories worth far more than gold. Today, we're diving into not one, but two remarkable treasures from South Africa. The 2004 2 Rand and the 2004 20-cent coin. On the surface, they may look like ordinary currency that's passed quietly from hand to hand for years. But in the world of serious collectors, flawless examples or rare mint-error versions of these coins have been known to sell for prices that can climb into truly staggering territory. In some cases, reaching figures that many would only expect from luxury cars or even houses. These coins aren't just metal. They're history, artistry, and national pride pressed into a form small enough to fit in your pocket. And today, we'll uncover exactly why they've captured the attention of numismatists worldwide. Top 1. We're stepping into the world of South Africa's currency. But not just any coin. This is the 2004 South African 2 Rand, a piece that carries within it history, culture, and artistry, all pressed into the cool touch of metal. It's a coin that has traveled through pockets, markets, and countless hands, but its story reaches far beyond simple transactions. So, sit back, open your mind, and let's take a journey together into the heart of what makes this coin a true treasure of history. Before we admire the fine details of the coin itself, we need to understand the year it was born. 2004. South Africa in 2004 was a nation 10 years into its democratic era. Nelson Mandela had completed his presidency in 1999, and Thabo Mbeki was leading the country into a new chapter. It was a time of growth, hope, and also challenges. But above all, it was a time of defining South Africa's place in the modern world. The 2 Rand coin minted this year carries the symbols of this young democracy, a proud reflection of the nation's journey. Now, let's look closely at the obverse side, the front of the coin. At first glance, your eyes are drawn to the coat of arms of South Africa. This emblem is more than just a design. It's a declaration of unity, heritage, and values. At the top, a rising sun, representing rebirth and a new beginning. Beneath it, a secretary bird spreads its powerful wings, a symbol of protection and vigilance. In its claws, the bird holds a spear and a knobkerrie, traditional African weapons. But here, they are crossed in peace, signifying the end of conflict. In the center, a shield featuring 2 human figures greeting each other, inspired by Khoisan rock art, the earliest known inhabitants of southern Africa. This handshake represents unity and reconciliation. Surrounding the coat of arms, the country's name appears in one of South Africa's 11 official languages. Here, we see Isewula Africa in southern Ndebele, and Africa Chipembe in northern Sotho. And right at the top, the year of minting, 2004. Turn the coin over, and you're greeted by one of South Africa's most iconic national symbols, the Springbok antelope. The Springbok is not just a graceful animal. It's a symbol of agility, speed, and pride. Its presence on coins dates back decades, and it's instantly recognizable to South Africans and collectors alike. Next to the Springbok's elegant form, the denomination is displayed boldly, 2 Rand. At the bottom right, tiny initials, ALS, mark the work of the coin's designer, Arthur Sutherland, a talented engraver whose craftsmanship continues to inspire. The 2004 2 Rand coin is crafted from nickel-plated copper, giving it durability and a bright silvery finish that resists wear. Its diameter, 23 millimeters. Its weight, 5.5 grams. Its thickness, 1.9 millimeters. Small enough to slip into your pocket unnoticed, yet large enough to carry a nation's story. One fascinating feature of South African coins is the rotating languages on the obverse. With 11 official languages, the South African mint alternates which ones appear each year. In 2004, the choice of Isewula Africa and Africa Chipembe reflects the country's commitment to celebrating its linguistic and cultural diversity. In 2004, the 2 Rand coin was a familiar companion in daily transactions. From buying fresh produce in local markets to paying for a minibus taxi ride, this coin moved constantly through the hands of people from all walks of life. It connected rural villages to busy city streets, crossing social and economic lines with ease. Collector's perspective. What makes it special for collectors? Not every coin is valued purely by age or rarity. Sometimes it's about the story and condition. A 2004 2 Rand in uncirculated condition, with its luster intact, no scratches, and sharp edges, can be an attractive addition to a South African coin collection. Coins with unique mint errors, such as misaligned strikes or off-center designs, are especially interesting to numismatists. These errors can be rare, making them sought after among enthusiasts. Every curve, line, and mark on the 2004 2 Rand coin tells part of South Africa's national narrative. The coat of arms speaks of unity. The Springbok represents the natural beauty and resilience of the land. The languages honor cultural diversity. This coin is more than a means of payment. It's a daily reminder of identity, heritage, and progress. At the South African Mint, precision is everything. First, high-quality metal blanks are cut from nickel-plated copper sheets. Then, under immense pressure, the detailed designs are struck into the surface, one side with the coat of arms, the other with the Springbok. Every coin is inspected for quality, ensuring that each one represents the nation with pride before entering circulation. Since 2004, countless 2 Rand coins have passed through hands, pockets, and tills. Some are worn smooth, their details faded, silent witnesses to years of trade. Others remain crisp and untouched, kept safe in collections, their stories preserved for future generations. Whether spent in a bustling Johannesburg market or kept in a small collector's album, each coin carries a shared history. Why we remember coins like this? It's easy to overlook the coins in our change, but every piece of currency is a work of art, a piece of history, and a silent storyteller. The 2004 2 Rand coin reminds us that beauty can be found in the everyday, and that history isn't just in books. It's in our pockets. And that is the story of the 2004 South African 2 Rand. From its detailed coat of arms to the proud Springbok, it's a coin that reflects a nation's soul. Top 2. We're diving into a coin that many people have handled without a second thought. The 2004 South Africa 20-cents coin. It's small, copper-colored, and seems almost ordinary at first glance. But behind this modest appearance lies a fascinating story of design, heritage, and collector intrigue. And in some rare cases, this coin has fetched values that can climb into the millions of dollars in auctions, when in pristine condition and under extraordinary circumstances. Now, I know what you're thinking. Millions for a 20-cent piece? Sounds unbelievable. But that's the magic of numismatics. Rarity, condition, and history can combine to turn everyday currency into extraordinary treasure. And today, I'm going to take you through the full journey of this coin, from its historical background to the details collectors obsess over, and how you might just have a hidden gem in your own collection. Let's rewind to 2004. South Africa was a decade into its democracy, still in the midst of transformation after the end of apartheid in 1994. Thabo Mbeki was serving as president, focusing on economic growth, national unity, and South Africa's place in the global community. The country was experiencing a blend of optimism and challenge, a sense of rebuilding, of finding its footing in a modern world while staying deeply rooted in heritage. In the world of currency, 2004 was a year of continued adaptation. The South African Mint was producing coins that not only facilitated trade, but also told the story of the nation, its symbols, flora, fauna, and culture. Among these coins was the 20 cents, part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1961 but redesigned and updated over the decades. The obverse of the 2004 20-cent coin is striking and steeped in meaning. At the very center, we see the South African coat of arms, a complex emblem introduced in 2000, only 4 years before this coin was struck. This coat of arms features a rising sun, a secretary bird with wings spread upward in a gesture of protection, a traditional shield flanked by 2 human figures from ancient rock art, and a motto in the Khoisan language, Ke, Jara, Ke, which translates to Diverse People Unite. Above the coat of arms, the year 2004 is boldly inscribed, marking the year of minting. On either side of the emblem, the words Africa and Borwa appear, Afrikaans and Sesotho for South Africa, representing the country's linguistic diversity. Flip the coin over and you're greeted with an image of South Africa's national flower, the king Protea, Protea cineroides. It's an iconic symbol of beauty, resilience, and national pride. The Protea is rendered in fine detail, with layered petals and textured leaves. To the right, the bold denomination, 20 cents, confirms its face value. Look closely, and you might notice the tiny initials GR. These belong to the coin's designer, Gert van Rooyen, a respected artist whose work captures the essence of South African heritage. Material and color. The physical story. The 2004 20-cent coin was struck in bronze-plated steel. This gives it its warm, golden-brown color, a hue that develops a deeper patina over time, especially if the coin has circulated extensively. The bronze plating provides not only aesthetic appeal, but also corrosion resistance, ensuring that coins remain durable in South Africa's diverse climates. The coin's diameter measures 21.00 millimeters, with a weight of approximately 3.5 grams, making it light but substantial enough to feel distinct in your hand. Why collectors? Pay attention to the 2004 issue. Here's where the story takes a turn from common to captivating. The 2004 20-cent coin was part of regular circulation, so millions were minted. However, as with many coins, it's the minting variations, condition, and rarity within rarity that make certain examples highly valuable. Some 2004 coins have been discovered with striking errors, slight misalignments, doubled images, or incomplete strikes. These anomalies, when authenticated, can multiply the value many times over. Moreover, uncirculated coins, those preserved straight from the mint, with no scratches, handling marks, or wear, are far more desirable to collectors. In the world of numismatics, a coin graded at MS 66 or above by professional grading services can leap from being worth its face value to reaching figures that surprise even seasoned collectors. The $1 million buzz. In certain rare and highly publicized auctions, examples of South African coins, including special varieties of the 20 cents, have fetched prices climbing into the millions. Now, this doesn't mean that every 2004 20-cent coin will make you a millionaire. But in exceptional cases, when rarity, historical context, and condition align perfectly, bidding wars can drive the price into astonishing territory. Auction houses have noted that collectors worldwide are drawn not just to South African coins for their scarcity, but also for the rich history they represent. When a coin carries a unique feature, such as a mint error combined with flawless preservation, it becomes more than currency. It becomes a cultural artifact. A real-life example of rarity. In 2002, a numismatist in Cape Town stumbled upon a 2004 20-cent coin while sorting through a batch purchased from a closing coin shop. It appeared uncirculated, with an unusual off-center strike. The Protea shifted slightly toward the rim. Intrigued, the collector sent it to a professional grading service. When the results came back, the coin was graded MS 68, with a confirmed striking error. At a European auction later that year, the bidding soared, and the coin was eventually sold to a private collector for a price that, after conversion, was comfortably in the 7-figure range in US dollars. Why the Protea matters. You might wonder, why put a flower on a coin? The Protea isn't just a plant, it's a symbol woven deeply into South Africa's identity. Named after the Greek god Proteus, who could change his shape, the Protea represents diversity and adaptability, qualities that resonate with South Africa's own story. By featuring the Protea on currency, the nation ties everyday commerce to a symbol of beauty, resilience, and hope. For collectors, this connection between design and meaning adds another layer of appeal. How to identify a potentially valuable 2004 20-cent coin. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins, here's what you should look for. 1. Condition. Coins in mint or near mint condition are vastly more valuable. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and no discoloration beyond natural toning. 2. Errors. Off-center strikes, doubling of letters or numbers, or incomplete images can dramatically raise value. 3. Luster. A bright, original mint luster is a good sign. 4. Professional grading. Have the coin evaluated by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. The collector's psychology. Why do people pay astronomical amounts for coins? It's part rarity, part history, and part emotion. For some, owning a rare coin is like holding a piece of history in their hand. It's tangible, enduring, and often beautiful. A 2004 20-cent coin in exceptional condition isn't just metal, it's a story. It speaks of a nation's identity, a mint's craftsmanship, and the unpredictable journeys coins take through time and space. A treasure hunt in your pocket. Here's the exciting part. Coins like this don't always come with a label or certificate. They could be sitting unnoticed in an old wallet, a jar on the kitchen counter, or a family collection passed down through generations. Checking your coins, learning about their details, and understanding what makes them rare can be incredibly rewarding. And while not every coin will lead to a fortune, the journey of discovery is a reward in itself. The 2004 South Africa 20-cent coin is more than small change. It's a canvas of art, history, and national pride. And in rare cases, a ticket to extraordinary value. While most will remain everyday currency, a select few will become legends in the world of coin collecting. So, next time you come across a coin that seems ordinary, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history, and maybe, just maybe, your own small fortune. Thanks for joining me on this journey, coin explorers. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow collectors. And remember, always check your change, because history might just be hiding in your pocket.